This is not her. This is not Stephanie. But it's part of the story that leads to Stephanie, right? So this is my vintage Epiphone Les Paul. You can see it does say Gibson on it. It was made in 1990. It's got like a sticker kind of serial number on it. This thing is solid. It's got no weight relief to it. And I don't know if, yeah, I think this shot's going to show. This is the fire guitar. So you can see the pickup surround is scorched with the plate. A little bit of the binding on that side there. Well, this is the Canon STM40, by the way, on my 7 Mark D, this lens. Pretty cool. I've got the lights up super bright. Anyway, the reason I'm showing you this guitar is because it's got a lot to do with the story of leading to the new guitar. I mean, I've always wanted a nice Gibson. Several times in my life I've had, you know, the money to buy a nice Gibson. So let me put this down and we'll pick up the new one. Hold on. So, you know, I've had money before to buy a nice Gibson, but I've been hard pressed to find a good one off the shelf. This is a plain top. You could see the other last one was a pretty nice figured maple flame top on it. It's a very unique top on that guitar too. But here's the kind of thing, and a couple of people have made some comments on this already, that Gibson didn't start doing flame tops and quilt tops till later in their years, right? So their early guitars were just plain tops like this, and that's what most of the classic players that we're familiar with, you know, had. So again, one of the reasons why this guitar is called a classic, right? I'm pretty happy with the figuring on this thing. It's got some very unique characteristics to it, and you know, a little bit of depth. You can really see when the light, let me hold it this way, see when the light gets it a certain way, you can really see that seam, but then it disappears, just there, and it disappears. I'm moving the guitar about a degree or two, just in the light, like a tiny bit. So, there's some cool figuring here. I think this, I'm sorry, this little part here. Alright, so the specs here, quick. Solid mahogany back. It's got the 9-hole weight relief, right? So it's definitely lighter than that Epiphone that I just picked. So it's solid mahogany back and neck. It's got some pretty nice grain to the neck. The back of the headstock there. Made in the USA, it's a serial number. Those are Kluson Deluxe tuners. They're really nice. I've been wailing on this thing and it will not go out of tune. It's got the nice mother of pearl Gibson inlay, a headstock, Les Paul silkscreen, classic truss rod cover. And let's see if we can zoom in on this, because it's got a beautiful, really dark rosewood fretboard. Oh, I'm going to focus there. I got to stay in the center. It's a really nice fretboard, guys. Like, it's beautiful. And you know how rosewood's been an issue over the past years. And I watch this guy, the Trogley show, all the time there, and he talks about how Gibson just doesn't seem to oil their necks. You know, they all look so dry, and in the last few years so light colored, right? So this one's nice and dark. It almost looks like ebony. They're mother of pearl trapezoid inlays. It's 22 frets, 24 3/4 scale length. The pickups, yes, I know, I still got the plastic on that pick guard. My other Les Paul that I showed you a few minutes ago, I took that pick guard off very quickly because it had such a beautiful top. I'm not too sure if I will on this or not. I'm trying to get used to playing with it on, so I'm seeing how scratched up I will make the guitar. You know, this guitar is going to be a player. It's not a showroom model, even though it's a really nice looking guitar. It's got to be a player. So, what are the other specs? I said 9-hole weight relief. Oh, the binding. Oh, the binding is just amazing. It's got cream binding in these fret nibs to it. And I think I might need the micro lens to bring that up. Yeah, I don't think this lens, I'm gonna show that. What they are is the frets don't go right to the end of the fretboard. The binding comes up to meet the fret, so it's so smooth. It's really super smooth, you know. And one of the things about a lot of guitars, especially cheap guitars that you pick up off the shelf in places, you rub your hand on the neck there and you're going to just feel like every fret, it's like sharp, 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 sharp. It's just jagged, you know, because that's a place that they can save money on the guitar. What else? LP Classic. Sorry, I'm looking at the monitor because I want to remember all the specs there. I said mahogany fretboard, Mother Pro, yes. Tunematic bridge, stop bar, gold speed knobs, and the pickups. The pickups are amazing. As you might have heard from yesterday's video, I'm going to do a lot more. These are 57 Classics and they're called Zebras. The only reason being is because they're black and white like that. You can get 57 Classics in cream, in covered, in black, I think. You know, a couple of the variations. So if you want them, it doesn't have to look like this. I really like this look though. I think it just really makes the guitar kind of pop, right? Because it makes you focus on the guitar body instead of the pickups, this look. So that's my new baby. Let's plug her in and give her a whirl, guys.